welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new weekly fashion video. As you can tell by the title of this video, we are talking about Zara today. It has been a hot minute since I have done anything Zara. I want to say the last time may have even been November or December, and with that being said, it probably was holiday party dresses. So I really took my time the other day going through their app and curating my favorite pieces from their latest collection. So we have a variety of items here. I have some dresses, some shorts, a set, tops, a skirt. I also have shoes and a handbag. As I go through every single piece with you, I am going to be styling them up, so you're going to see what they look like on, get an idea of the fit, and then also give you a little bit of inspiration on what to wear this spring, summer. Throughout the video, there are going to be QR codes somewhere at the bottom of the screen. That way, if you're watching on your TV, you're able to scan those QR codes directly while you're watching and shop each piece. If you're not watching on your TV screen, there will also be links down below in the description box. Before we get started, I did just want to mention that if you are watching these videos quite frequently and you have not subscribed yet, make sure to go down below and subscribe. Really helps me grow my channel, and then of course helps you never miss a weekly Sunday upload. But let's go ahead and jump straight in. I'm actually going to talk about the handbag because I am obsessed with this piece. When I saw it on the app, I thought it would be the perfect bag to add to my collection to transition into the summer season, and that is this straw woven bag. It looks a lot more expensive than you think. It is $80, so it is a little bit higher than like your usual bags that you can get from like Zara and H&M. But with that being said, it is really well made. You can see the details of the bag. I just think it is so chic. It is the perfect accessory to add to any summer dress, any really simple basic outfit. I feel like adding this really elevates the look, and I'm really excited to add this to my wardrobe. You're gonna see it styled up a couple times throughout this video with some of the dresses that I have, but this is the inside of it. So it is quite roomy. You could definitely fit like your phone, lip gloss, wallet, and things like that. And it does also come with a strap, which is really nice as well. This is it up close with the gold details and kind of the brown fake leather detail as well. I just love how big the top handle is. I just think, again, it is just so chic and perfect for this season. So this is definitely staying in my wardrobe. Next up, we have a pair of shoes. These are a metallic gold flat. Now, I wasn't too sure about these when I saw them online, but I wanted to try them out because I thought if they did work, they would be a really great option rather than wearing like your simple kind of brown sandal, just to add a little bit something more to your outfit. I also think they work really nicely with gold accessories. They kind of give medieval times just a little bit. I don't know if you guys have ever gone to like that dinner show before, but I feel like these are like perfect for that. They do look really cute on. They are perfect for like a vacation shoe. I'm not sure if I would gravitate to them on a regular basis. I feel like it would really depend on the outfit. So I personally don't like keeping shoes if they're for like a particular look, because I just find that I never wear them and I just keep them in my wardrobe for years and I just never go to them and they collect dust. I fear that this might be the case with these shoes, but they are really cute. I think they did do them in a silver as well. If you're looking for kind of a really comfortable, easy, flat, something quite small that you can throw in to your suitcase that don't take up a lot of room, I feel like these would be still a really great option. When I was shopping the other day, I was kind of on the hunt for like a creamy heel that I could wear with my summer dresses all the time, while also being comfortable if I'm gonna be wearing them all day long. So I didn't want the heel to be too high. These are a pair of cream sandals with a tiny little kitten heel. I actually have a similar shoe like this in black that I got last year from Zara, but they actually have a higher heel. These ones are really short. I feel like I might want a sandal that's just slightly taller. These are quite short that it's almost as if they are not a heel at all. However, they are really cute. They're just a perfect sandal for the spring, summer that's just gonna go with everything. You can just slip these on and kind of call it a day, and they're in a really nice cream neutral color. The first piece is this black poplin mini dress. I feel like a lot of us can struggle when it comes to incorporating black into our wardrobe during the warmer season. But I feel like this dress is perfect for the occasion because of the style of the dress. It really plays in to the season that we're in while also being fun, breathable, and comfortable. I love that it has pockets. I have paired it with the bag that I just talked about, and I actually have on the black kitten heels that I was talking about as well, so I'll show you those up close. but I really love this look. It's so casual, but I feel like it could be dressed up, especially with a really nice bag like this. Just finishing off the outfit, I feel like the only thing that I'm missing at this point is maybe a really nice necklace and some statement earrings. But I do feel like this is such an easy look to put together. You can style this up with so many different shoes, bags, and accessories, and it's just gonna be a really great staple piece in your wardrobe this season. And the fact that it has pockets just makes it a little bit more playful. The skirt is a little bit fuller as well, so it just flows really nicely when you're walking. These are the kitten heels that I was referring to in the last clip when I was talking about the cream kitten heel. So these ones are slightly taller. I prefer this height versus the other height. They're just slightly too short. I feel like they're kind of a little bit awkward, at least for me. I like to have a little bit of height when I'm wearing a heel while also not being too tall, so obviously they're a little bit more comfortable. But these I bought last season, so if they still have them, I'll link them. If not, I'll find something a little bit similar. But they kind of just have this gold detail in the front, which is nice to kind of style up with certain outfits, just giving a little bit more of like a flow through the outfit with some gold accessories. All right, I was so excited to try on this dress when I saw it. This is a midi lace material dress in a pastel yellow. So the perfect color for this time of year. I feel like if you're trying to introduce some more color to your wardrobe, this is a really lovely color to add. I personally feel like this is a really great option for a wedding guest dress. I have paired it with some gold sandals and kind of like this pearlescent clutch just to kind of elevate the look a little bit, and I feel like this really makes for a beautiful wedding guest dress if you have a spring summer wedding coming up and you want to wear a little bit of color while also not being like too over the top with like floral patterns and stuff. This is a really great option. It also is extremely comfortable. It is super stretchy. I feel like you would be really comfortable in this all day long and moving around on the dance floor. The only thing to note is it is really see-through. It does have an under layer, but that is like a mesh material, so it doesn't do anything for like covering up. So you would have to wear like a slip underneath or something like that. I have like a slip dress underneath just to give you an idea of what it looks like with that. We have another wedding guest dress option. I just feel like that's the type of season that we're currently in. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of weddings happening in the next few weeks, so it's perfect to kind of show you some options. So this is a polka dot dress in a maroon color. It's a little bit more on the brownier side, but definitely has the tones of purple in it. It also has the cream polka dots, so I feel like a cream pair of shoes would be perfect for this outfit. I have, again, just thrown on these gold sandals because these are like my trusted, tried and true pair of sandals to just pair with any outfit if I'm not really sure what to wear. It does have a halter neck. I picked this up in a size medium, thinking because of the halter neck that it could get quite tight. With that being said, I definitely would go back down to a size small, which is my normal size, because there is a little bit of more fabric here on the side. It definitely is supposed to be looser around this area, but I feel like maybe there is just a little bit too much fabric here, kind of like in the like underarm area. I have thrown on again this pearlescent clutch. I think that it just elevates the look a little bit more if you have something similar, just to make it look a little bit more fancier. This is a really great option for a wedding where maybe it's not like super formal, it's not black tie, but you still want to look really nice but dress for the season. This is a really great option, but at the same time, kind of similar to the yellow lace dress, I would absolutely dress this down. I don't know if it would really work necessarily with this bag. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, but I could definitely dress this down, throw on a pair of like flat sandals, throw my hair up, some sunglasses, and a nice kind of summery bag like this, and it's dressed down a little bit more. So I just love dresses that you can play with for all different types of occasions. This is so comfortable. This is gonna be hard to decide what to keep. I feel like I wanna keep both of these dresses. I definitely don't need to keep both of these dresses, but I actually might be leaning more towards the polka dot. I don't know, let me know which out of this one and the yellow one is your favorite down in the comments. Moving away from dresses, we have a linen set. Now they actually sell both of these pieces separately, so you don't have to buy them together if you prefer one over the other. I wanted to love this so bad. I don't know if it's just the fit that's kind of throwing me off a little bit. I ended up buying the linen vest in a size medium for the same reason as the dress, that I always just find that it could be a little bit too tight in the chest area, but I would size back down to a size small because there's a lot of fabric here. I don't know if you can really tell. It's just a little bit too much fabric on the sides. I feel like if it was just slightly tighter, it would fit a little bit better. I do love that it is open on the back. I think that's a fun play on a linen vest, while also being perfect for the spring summer season. I also threw on the vest with the matching linen shorts. I sized up in these as well. I sized up to a size 6 because I find that pants at Zara, especially denim, which I don't have any denim in this haul today, but I find that they run really, really small. So I sized up in preparation of that, but they are definitely a little bit too big for me, so I would size back down to a size 4. They are at kind of that length. If you watched my last video, which was a H&M haul, I tried on a pair of white linen shorts and I was commenting on the length of them just being kind of awkward, I guess. I feel like if they were just slightly higher and obviously better fitting, it would be more flattering on me. I feel like these are quite long. I don't know if I kind of suit this length of short. It is a really lovely set. I feel like it's perfect because of the linen material. It's super breathable. You're not going to get hot wearing it, and it's also a really gorgeous kind of maroon color with the gold buttons going down the front, and there actually is a matching gold button on the shorts as well. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. I feel like this just doesn't necessarily suit me per se. I think even if I size down to the correct sizes, I'm not sure if I'm going to like the way that it looks. These are a pair of black tailored high-waisted shorts. They actually come with this belt. I am usually not too much of a fan of things that come with belts, but because the belts can often be quite cheap. This is a nice looking kind of like slim belt, which is quite nice, but it is quite big, honestly, compared to the shorts. I feel like it is just like not the right size for the shorts. I have it all the way on like the tightest hole possible, so I have a lot of like leftover belt here. I do really like the way these fit. I also love the length of them. They're so much better compared to the maroon linen shorts that I just tried on. If those were in this length, then I probably would like them a lot better. These fit extremely nice. They kind of have shallow pockets actually, which I was surprised about. Literally stops like right here. So I feel like you couldn't put much in your pocket without worrying about them falling out. This is a look that if I'm not really sure what to wear, I will gravitate towards because it's such a simple look. It's so easy to put together. You look a little bit more elevated, a little bit more chic, but you really didn't put any time or effort into the outfit. I am so glad that I discovered white flowy skirts. This past season during the winter, I found a really nice white kind of like embroidered flowy skirt from Abercrombie that I just wore time and time again with sweaters. I feel like it was such a really beautiful look, and it's kind of just like effortless and timeless that you can just wear over and over again. But for the spring, summer, I kind of wanted a little bit more of like a simple white skirt, and that is what I have found with Zara. I love a look like this with a really colorful vest, or even like a denim vest I feel like would look really nice. It's just a really great put together outfit. It's perfect for like brunch with friends or going out. I feel like it's just a really great alternative to shorts or like a mini skirt. It's so flowy and breathable. I just think it's such a fun look, and like I said, it's timeless, effortless, and so chic. This one actually just has an elastic waist, so it is super, super comfortable. I know sometimes you can get them where they like tie in the front. I personally like the elastic waist because you can also tuck things in. Maybe you just want to put on like a simple tee with a skirt like this, and you can kind of like half tuck the tee like I would with a sweater as well. I paired the skirt today with this yellow vest that I picked up in my H&M haul last week, and I just think the two pieces together is just perfect. Just a really gorgeous spring summer outfit. This also would be perfect for like Easter weekend that is coming up. Maybe you don't really need to dress up and be super fancy, but you also kind of want to work with the spring kind of fashion and colors. I feel like this is a really great option. It does have layers. It has a really kind of thick skirt underneath and then the flowy skirt on top, so it just flows really nicely when you're walking. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't have pockets, so that's the only downside, but at the same time, I think if it had pockets, you would kind of see them because it's a white skirt, so it works quite nicely without them. And then to wrap things up, we have a long linen dress. This is in the shade Eggplant, so it is a more like maroon color. I really love the look of this dress. I love the asymmetrical straps, how they're different on either side. I really like the gold kind of buckle detail here at the top, adding a little something something to the dress. However, I don't like the way that it's made. It's made to kind of, I don't know, it's like comes out a little bit too wide here, as if it's for someone who has a little bit more of a wider hip. And then it kind of ruches here. I don't know if the stitching was done incorrectly. Let me show you up close. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell. Yeah, you can see it. I don't know if that was done on purpose. I feel like it was an accident and it's not supposed to sit like that, and it's supposed to sit a little bit flatter. But I do love the way that it looks. I feel like it is the perfect evening look if you're on vacation and you're wearing these kind of like linen materials. This is a really lovely evening look for dinner. I will say it zips on the side and it doesn't have hooks at the top. You know how you usually will hook it and then you can easily zip? It doesn't have hooks, so it actually is quite hard to zip up by yourself without kind of snagging your skin. So that's the only other downside. However, it is really gorgeous. I feel like I would keep it if maybe it wasn't so messed up on the side. Maybe I'll return it and get another one and see if it also looks like that. I think it just comes from the stitching of like the inner dress with the outer layer of the dress, and maybe it just was lopsided a little bit. But it is a really beautiful look. If you do like this, I feel like it is a really great option for vacation and pairs really nicely with my new bag. All right, that wraps up everything from this Zara haul. Let me know what your favorite pieces were down in the comments. Mine were definitely the 3 dresses at the very beginning, and then of course the bag that I can't wait to add to my collection. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to go down below and subscribe like I mentioned earlier. That way you never miss a weekly upload. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys next Sunday for another fashion video. Bye!